Hey guys, Jordy here today, and I want to talk to you about the difference between good debt versus bad debt. So as a property investor, we are using our income to buy an asset, but we are also exposed to a different sort of debt. So let's go through the difference between the two of them, and hopefully it makes sense for you. The good debt will produce something for you. It will produce an income. So you buy an investment property, you have a tenant in there, and it will give you a rent. That's your income. The second thing it does for you is tax deduction. Every cost that you have associated to the house or the investment you own, you'll be able to claim it on tax. The third thing it does over time, it will goes up in value. The bad debt, also called the consumer debt, doesn't do any good for you. Doesn't create any income. There's no income created with a bad debt. You cannot claim any tax back on it. There's no tax deduction on it. And often, about 100% of the time, it goes down in value. So what a bad debt do for you? It destroys your ability to buy some good quality asset in the future. Good debt versus bad debt goes up, goes down, easy to understand. Now let's go through a few cases on what both could they be, and hopefully that makes a bit more sense for you. So good debt, what is a good debt? So as I said before, a property, you're buying a property, an investment property, it's a good debt. You can also buy shares. Shares are also a good debt. And the last one is a business. A business, you buy into a business and it's also considered as a good debt. Now there's different risk associated from each of them, and also different leverage you can get from all of them. So for example, you go to your bank and you want to borrow against each of them. If you want to borrow against your property, the bank is going to recognize usually 80 to 90% of the value you can borrow against that. The shares is usually 70 to 80% of the value. And the business, it's a bit harder to get money out of it because there's a lot of risk associated into business. There's a lot of business that aren't working so well. So the bank usually give you 50 to 60% of the valuation of that. That's it for the good debt. So obviously as a property investor, I can talk to you about property. So property investing will give you straight away a good income, a very good tax deduction, and hopefully if we buy the right type of property, it will go up in value. Let's recap about the bad debt. So it consumes you, doesn't create an income, it's not tax deductible, and it goes down in value. So what can we put in there? So we can put a new car. So new car, you go into the car dealer, you buy a brand new car for 70K, you'd be lucky to sell it for 50K the very next day. Overnight, boom, lose 30% of its value. What can we also put in there? So furniture, you're buying a nice new couch, you buy, let's say 8K, you put it on Gumtree the next day and see how much people will try to buy from you. You'll be lucky to have half of the money back on the very next day. Store cards and credit cards as well. Credit card are very, very bad. They're usually in a double digit, very high interest rate. So let's say you buy a sandwich today for 10 bucks. You don't pay for 3 years, now it costs you $50. So they are very, very bad for you as well. What all those things does, they destroy your servicing. So if you want to borrow money and buy a good asset to create a good debt, like all those things will destroy your servicing and you won't be able to borrow money. So that's it for the video today, guys. Good debt versus bad debt. Obviously, it makes a bit more sense for you now. Good debt, we're buying some good asset that will give us a brighter future. We'll make it in the future, give us an income along the way as well. Bad debt is a consumer date, we consume something that consumes us and destroy our ability to make it in the future. Now, if you want to learn how to use a good debt, how to structure it, how to use the good loan value ratio towards a good asset, let's get in touch with me. I will leave a link below the video if you watch it on YouTube, or if you are already on my website, just go through the contact page and we can have a one-on-one chat. Once again, thanks for watching the video and hopefully you learned something from it. Thanks again and bye for now.